Welcome, friends, to this special event, a deep delight event called Awakening the Sacred Heart. It gives me great happiness to be able to be here with you. And I send you my greetings from Mendoza. We are going to explore, to study, to meditate at this moment for half an hour together about the awakening of the sacred love. We're going to explore what is the Sacred Heart. And I just want to say that since many years ago when I lived in India, over 26 years ago now, and I lived in the Himalayas with the Tibetans and the Indians, and I remember being so impressed by the levels of expression of this sacred love. And this had been for me a very powerful experience. I want to read to you all now one of the keys from the world of love of deeper light. And this key says to us, it is the fourth key in the world of love. Elevate to the beloved. You feel a sacred intimacy. You perceive a separation, however you travel towards unity. The key is to fall in love. Elevate your heart to the heights and live the embrace with the source of all love. Experience the ecstasy of the fusion. So this is what I want for us to explore at this moment. How can we activate our emotional being? How can we create a fulfillment in our heart? How can we find out the elevation of our love? To whom, to what, and how. So we're going to explore some really beautiful techniques that I learned with my master, that I have developed myself, and also from the great Indian master Sri Aurobindo and the Tibetan master Kalu Rinpoche. So what exactly is an awakening? What do you think is an awakening? An awakening is when I bring clarity and intensity to my consciousness. Clarity and intensity to the sacred heart. When there's an impulse towards a transformation and a freedom in the heart. So that's really what we're trying to create. Understanding that we will always have mixed intentions. And that's natural and normal when we begin. But when we practice, when we develop, we can deepen and intensify our sacred love. Greetings, friends. I see you're there. I'm so happy, so happy to be with you. It's a great happiness and a great honor. So thank you all for being with me here right now. Greetings from Mendoza. Greeting to my friends in Mendoza, to the United States, and all over the place. Thank you, Aisha. So what exactly is, we're going to explore, what is sacredness exactly? Sacredness, for me, today at this moment, I'm going to define it as a living presence. It's a living presence, friends. So we're looking to find a living presence in our heart. We're looking to sacralize our emotional being. So our sacred heart is looking for a fulfillment, is looking for a great fulfillment, and trying to find the way to activate this presence and live more constantly in this awareness. Oh, that's not easy. Right? I know that for many of you who have been walking on the path and have great wisdom, in reality, we know how difficult it is to sustain our heart open and full of love. And we're going to explore together how to do this. All right? So we're looking to find ways that we can take our attention to the heart and to connect with the totality of existence. And all of us have special keys. So let's explore together. Now, in the Orient, they call this path Bhakti, Bhakti. And this is the way of the heart. Ramana Maharishi talks about how we know when we have left the soul concentration with the mind and we go down and we go this journey down into the heart. And do you know that it is the connection in the heart that can bring us a deeper union with the divine? How interesting. Interesting because we can feel and contact the subtleties of the divine nature very differently than through our intellect. Yes, I know that you've had this experience. So why is it that it's so challenging for us to find the connection with the heart? Why is it that when we come back to the heart, why is it that we realize that it's somehow gotten cold in there? Really cold. And also because I think we've all had experiences of blind devotion, no? So we observe people in the world and in certain systems, religions perhaps, and we see that there's a lot of blind devotion going on. So in some ways, when we look through the eyes of Jnana Yoga or the study of the intelligent wisdom, sometimes we can look down upon the heart and say, oh, that's not as important. But really we know, don't we? I can hear you, yes. It's very important. Okay. So we want to make a balance between the exploration of the consciousness and the exploration of love. We want to sacralize our love. We want to deepen our understanding, and we want to make it more alive. We want to bring fire into this love. We want to awaken it so it's deep. And something very funny, when I was preparing this teaching, I was thinking a lot about, you're going to laugh, about this song by the Bee Gees called How Deep Is Your Love? But it's very important. Like, how deep is our love? How deep is it? Does it sculpt our thoughts? Does it affect the way I feel with myself, with others? It's really, really essential to know and to deepen our true sacred love. Yeah? Okay, I thought that was cute. Okay, so I'm going to ask you now, what do you imagine? And you're welcome to write things down if you like. You're very welcome. I'd love to hear from you all. What do you imagine or visualize when you think of the sacred reality? Now, I have a Sanskrit phrase, which is Ananta Guna. That means infinite personalities. So the sacredness can be, for some of us, the universe. Sacredness can be a personality, can be a master, right? Sacredness can be a deity. So as I'm speaking to you now, what images are arising, thoughts are arising? What is for you? Maybe for the Devas. That's beautiful. Thank you, Ananda Florecit. Yes, the Devas, these illumined beings, these divine beings, no? how important and fundamental it is. And we're going to explore that in a minute, how we can invoke them and create a relationship that's tangible with them. So it depends how we visualize. What is our relationship? And let's make it tangible. Let's make it, want to touch it with my heart. I want to touch it with my mind. I want to have a private pantheon inside of me where it's alive, so that beyond my thoughts, beyond my daily activities, I have this refuge. And there I am with my friends who are the devas, the masters, the deities, or just maybe a formless supreme being. That depends up to you. What do you visualize? What do you like? And of course, we are very, very lucky in as much as we can develop a generosity in our pantheon. And actually, in the Tibetan traditions, they invoke a totem of their masters, their living master, the master of their master, etc., etc. And they create a totem, and then they invite to the party, all the other lineages in their visualization. So this is really, really fascinating. So let's find out to create a relationship between ourselves. We are the lover, and they are our beloved. We are the friend, and they are our closest friend. So we want to arrive through bhakti towards a union with our chosen beloved. All right? So in the beginning, there are two. It seems to be dual. And the love is a creation where we cross a bridge and we want to visualize and we want to unite with our beloved and take them inside of us and create a sacred heart with them. It's beautiful, isn't it? I just wanted to share with you that every day in my meditations in the morning, I meditate for an hour before my day begins. And every day, I invoke a master, a deity. And this is very much a part of my living experience in the Sacred Heart. So I really think this is fundamental. And despite, no matter how advanced we are or how many experiences we've had, or if we're beginning, thank you, Savitri. It's so important to remember this as an ally, that we have these allies on the path. So now let's go to what Sri Aurobindo talks about in his book, Synthesis of Yoga. Now, if you haven't read it, and I know lots of you have read it, read it. It takes time and it takes patience, but it's extraordinarily beautiful. Synthesis of Yoga. Okay, so he talks about some steps in the path of bhakti, and they're very important. Let's look at them now. First step, external adoration. This means actions that are going to create, hi Shanti, actions that are going to create our mind and our heart going in the direction of adoration. So this means, for example, I want to create a letter. I can write a love letter to the divine or master. I can sing a song. I can dance. I can go to and create an altar, and I can put offerings there on my altar, a leaf, a water, a fruit, a love letter. And there, as Deva, Premananda Deva always would say, when we make an offering on the altar, we are actually becoming a child. We are finding the purity in our heart, and we are making an offering of love, true, true love. So this is so, so beautiful to think about how we can make these offerings, dear friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you for being so sweet with your messages. So happy to see you. So the second step of Aurobindo is the inner adoration. The exterior adoration can help us to cultivate inner adoration. So it becomes a symbol where I recognize and create an inner adoration. Step 3, intensity. I want to deepen and intensify this love, this sacred love in my heart. I want it to be real. I want to feel it. I want it to be full of fire, right? Okay, that's 3. 4 is closeness. I want to be aware, feel the consciousness of a closeness with the object of my devotion. And 5, according to Sri Aurobindo, is the ecstasy of union. External adoration, inner adoration, depth, closeness, and union. Okay? So here we have some suggestions about how to create the external adoration to facilitate the inner adoration. Let's go now to Tibetan Buddhism. And if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it, Foundations of Tibetan Buddhism by Kalu Rinpoche. He was a great master who was sent by the Dalai Lama and the Tibetans to the West and opened numerous centers. His face is so sweet. His being is so pure, oh my God, but his mind is so erudite. It's extraordinary. So Kalu, in this book, talks about certain specific facets of Tibetan Buddhism. And he talks about Nondro, and that means essentially master yoga or guru yoga. And it's about the visualization of masters, okay? And so what we do is we visualize the master, and we visualize the master in front of us, and we visualize that the luminosity of this master is coming inside of us, and eventually that the master passes inside of us, and I'll tell you in a minute what to do, okay? Okay. Kalu also talks to us about the Yidam and Yidam, and they are meditative deities. So this means we can invoke Tara for the Tibetans, for example, for the Hindu, Shiva, Kali, no? We can invoke these deities with visualizations and mantras, okay? So I want you to choose now, because in a few minutes we're going to meditate together. And I want you to choose who or whom or what will be your beloved in this meditation. Who will be your beloved? Is it a master? Is it a deity? Or is it just a supreme being in spirit form? Okay, try to think. And if you have various, then you have a party. That's okay. That's okay too. All right, so I've created some steps that we're going to work on together. The first one is we're going to visualize, okay? Now, all of these, many people tell me they have difficulty visualizing, and sometimes we do, and even for me, it's not easy sometimes. And when we meditate, I want you to concentrate on the breath, and we're going to breathe in, counting 1, 2, 3, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3. Anytime your mind wanders, bring it back. Think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to visualize your beloved. And then you're going to create some loving words. Prayer is really important, but prayer from your heart, from your sacred heart. Words that are really beautiful for you, words of gratitude, appreciation, adoration. You can just say, I love you. Huh? So those are loving words. And 3, you're going to repeat the name of your beloved. And then 4, you're going to visualize that your beloved is coming inside of you, actually inside of your body. And you're going to feel and visualize this. You're going to feel the presence, the loving presence in your heart. And then finally, you're going to dissolve your identification and the identification of the beloved into a union of the emptiness. So that's our journey. Let's begin. I invite you to get into a position of meditation. Move your body. We're going to meditate for about 10 minutes together, okay? So, back straight but relax. Relax your hips. And if you like, you can lower your eyelids, close your eyes, and listen to my voice. Inhaling, thinking 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 1, 2, 3. You can do this 2 more times, counting in your mind. Feel yourself calming down, friends, slowing down. And now I would like for you to invoke your beloved, the person, the figure, the deity, the master in front of you. And I wish for you to visualize this beloved, see their head and their eyes, and imagine there's a beautiful light coming from their eyes, coming directly into your eyes. Now imagine their torso and a beautiful love coming from their heart to your heart. They adore you. They have infinite oceans of love for you. Open your heart. Open your love. Breathing in. Good. Now I invite you to say some beautiful loving words to your beloved in your inner mind. A few moments of silence so that you can do this. Let's inhale and let go, exhaling. Beautiful. Now repeat the name of your beloved in your mind with your inner voice. Repeat it with sweetness, with adoration, and imagine that you're saying over and over again, and your beloved knows that you're saying their name. Breathing in. Very good. And now that you have unified yourself with your feelings and your heart is becoming sacralized with the presence, you're welcome to put your hands in the center of your heart, in the center of your chest. And I want you to imagine or visualize that your beloved is entering inside of your body, inside of your mind, inside of your heart. And you feel so complete, so fulfilled. You are uniting with your beloved. Breathing in gently, and out. And now you visualize that you're unifying yourself, that you are dissolving together, going beyond your unique identification, going beyond the identification of your being too. And you're going to rest in the emptiness, the fullness of love, being aware of the consciousness beyond form. And you're just going to suspend yourself, flowing in this moment with your breath, opening yourself, breathing in and out. Becoming lighter and more ethereal. Free and full of the emptiness beyond form. Gently breathing in. 3, 2, and 1. Now you can lower your hands. Start to move your body very gently. And when you're ready, open your eyes and place them in a point in front of you, being aware of your sacred heart and of the sacred love that is awakening inside of you. Somehow I feel us all connected. I send you my love. I invite you every day to create and deepen your love, intensify it. Explore different beloveds. Create this private pantheon that's alive and full of feeling. And this, dear friends, can be a beautiful foundation for emotional well-being. Because as life is dual, we are dual, and others are dual. To be able to connect really with sacred love is an extraordinary gift. It's my gift to you, my little gift. I see all the love and all the hearts. I'm so happy. Dear friends, I send you my love. Big, big, big hugs. Kisses. I kiss you. I send you my sacred love. I hope that these techniques and this teaching has brought you some reflections, and invite you to join me every day and connect with the awakening of your sacred heart. Thank you, dear friends. I send you all my love. Take care. Bye. Bye.